G'day guys, hoping there's no more jittering happening on my stream. Had a few problems with Streamlabs OBS. Hopefully we've rectified that. Can't see it jittering at the moment, so hopefully the sound level is good. I can see that it's coming through. So today we've got a 2015 MacBook Pro. It's a 15-inch model that has no backlight. This computer has been repaired in India, and the customer just found us today. They are in Hillcrest. You think you'd go look around your own backyard before you send computers to India to get repaired? Maybe they can do them faster than we can, who knows. So the first thing we'll do is we will turn on the MacBook, and what we're looking for is a chime. So when the computer chimes, we know that the SMC is turning on. I have my voltmeter set to 19.5 volts. Okay, let's turn on our hot air gun and our soldering iron as well, and we will plug this in and see what we get. So we are getting a chime. We will see if we're getting any backlight. I'll get a torch. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see if we're getting anything in the back of this. So on these retina screens, it's very hard to tell. And I can't actually see anything. I swear I saw something before, but that's not working, so we'll put this away. So we'll just do an SMC reset, which is Shift Control and Alt on off button at the same time. Then it turns on, and we're getting nothing. So we're not getting a backlight. We're also getting no picture or display. So that tells me that there's something wrong with the actual display itself. So maybe it's not a backlight issue, because I think the image would have come on first. So we should have seen an image before the backlight. So we'll pull this out. Funny enough, I'm not getting a green light. Maybe it's just my charger. We'll just try on another side. Oh yeah, we are getting green light. No, that just cut off. So the customer said that this battery was replaced. So be quite surprised to see what we're going to find in here. So we'll just get straight into it. Okay, pop this case off. Okay, so the fan is still spinning, so what we're going to do is hold down on the power button until it switches off. Hold the power button until it switches off. Okay, so it doesn't want to switch off. We'll troubleshoot that later. We'll just pull the battery out so we don't blow anything up while we're working on it. And we'll have a look at the board. So the places that I'm interested in looking at are around the LCD area, also the backlight area. Hopefully we don't have to go to the backlight area on this because it is on the opposite side of the computer. So I just bought a Elgato HD60S, bought one for myself and one for my daughter because she streams as well, and I'm having a few problems with it, so I need to troubleshoot that. So at the moment I've got it plugged into my microscope, and hopefully I have 0 frame loss on my microscope. It was intentionally made for the GoPro, but it seems to be jittery, so I think I've got some settings wrong on that. So we'll use it on the cam scope for now. Okay, so let's have a look at this board. That's a speaker area, and what we can see there is flux. So somebody has put flux on this board before myself, so they have obviously been trying to fix this problem in India, but they've had no luck. So they've tried to clean the flux off and send it to a professional, which is myself. And this is the annoying thing. When I get customers who think that they have to screw things up before sending it to me and just make my job miserable, because it does. It makes my job miserable when I find stuff like this. They could have at least tried to put it through an ultrasonic machine or something. And as a matter of fact, that's not the area that's going to be causing this issue. Here's the little P. We'll grab a multimeter and test that little P. So on your multimeter, you want to switch it over to beep mode. Looks like the little Wi-Fi signal. I'll turn on my light. Let's put this on. There we go. A roll of toilet paper. Let's put it on a roll of toilet paper. And hopefully you can see that. So when we get both of our probes, we touch them together and you'll hear a beeping sound. So what we want to do is hear a beeping sound on this fuse here. And that fuse is good. So we know that the backlight fuse is good. We could check this other fuse here, and that's also good. That's got nothing to do with the problem, but just to show you why that is used. So we'll keep moving around and looking at this board, see what we can find. So this is interesting. What is that? That is a burnt capacitor, and that needs to go. What we will do is we will add a scene. And we'll make this just a little bit bigger. All right. And let's lock those seams. All right, so this is a burnt capacitor. I have no idea what it's for. I guess we could have a look on a schematic and find out what it is. It's an A1398. We'll come back to that, but we know that needs to be replaced. And that doesn't look good at all. Let's just pull it off now, hey? Let's pull that off. So you never want to work on a customer's computer while it's still got the battery and everything on it, because you could burn stuff. Dare I say that probably isn't the problem with the computer, but we'll find out. Okay, 530, 540, come on. I probably should have checked the resistance of that first before taking it off. Oh, what the heck. It's off now. We'll see if we can check the resistance of it. So resistance mode is the little ohms, and that looks like a headphone. Looks like the headphone jack. That one right there. So we're measuring resistance on a capacitor. So with a capacitor, you can put it on, with a resistor, you can check on either side. Are you black and red? It doesn't matter where they go. So that's 21 ohms, 21.5 ohms, which is probably right. So that's probably the right, it's probably the right resistor for it, but we'll just grab one anyway. So this is my board. Boards with all of the 2015 MacBook Pro Retinas, and they are donor boards. As you can see, they're just the same. So we pull parts off to repair other parts. Okay, that's slightly different. That's the one there. Okay, so we've found the part we need. What we'll do is we'll test the resistance of that resistor and see if it's 21.5 k ohm or 21.5 ohms. And that's actually half an ohm. That's 0.5 of an ohm. So that was definitely out of spec. If this is correct, then that resistor was out of spec. So what we'll do is we'll remove this one and we will place it on the board and we'll just see if that works, see if we get a backlight. So before I start diving into schematics, I like to see if I can fix the problem without using any brain power. So this board looks like it's had a good old Indian toasting. I don't say that in a racist way. I like Indian people. I got Indian friends. But this looks like it's been in the tandoori oven. Okay, we're going to turn on our fume extractor. Get some solder. I'll be using my curvy tip today. And we just want to give this area a bit of a clean. Clean off that old solder. And I want to show you that this can be done by just using a soldering iron. So to do it using just a soldering iron, we want to make sure one side is flat. Let's remove this component. So we're not going to use the hot air gun to put this on, we're going to use a soldering iron. So I can show you how it's done. Just using a soldering iron. So one side sits flat on the board. Add some solder. And we'll hold this at the same time so it doesn't move. Just like that. Then we add solder to the other side. There we go. Just like that. So that's how you replace a component with a soldering iron only. We'll get some isopropyl cleaner. So I keep all my chemicals separate from my hot station work because we don't want to blow up anything. And we use minimal. Yeah, somebody's really toasted this board. They've had a really good time toasting it. Let's remove this component. So this was the old one. We'll get rid of that. Let's put it in the fume extractor. See if it sucks it up. Okay, we'll clean that area and we'll have a look for any other mistakes. Okay, I can see a capacitor that is out of place. So this capacitor right here is out of place. And that's not good. So we'll straighten that capacitor up. We don't want to get that too hot, that keyboard connector. We'll put a little bit of flux there. And we'll touch that up as well. Alrighty. I'm being a little ambitious, but let's turn this thing on and see if there's any change. If we're going to make money today. Or excuses. Money or excuses. I don't want to make any excuses, so let's make some money. So battery goes back in. That capacitor's been straightened. Extract the fan off. And do we get backlight? Something dropped. So we're not getting backlight. So I wonder if the computer will turn off now. Maybe that was stopping it from turning off. So we'll hold down on the power button now and see if that capacitor and resistor was responsible for it not turning off. And it doesn't appear so. Okay, let's pull this off. So battery is out again, and we're going to have another look. So keep moving around this board. Backlight circuitry is right here. So this is the obvious place where somebody with minimal experience is going to get. Somebody who just watches YouTube videos. They're going to just instantly look at this place and go, this is the backlight circuit. How do I know? Because there's a little P there. So the problem must be here. So let's get a hot air gun, heat it up to 450 degrees, and put it in a tandoori oven. No tandoori oven. Tandoori oven, not good for Macbook. So we're just looking for clues. We're really looking for idiotic clues. And we found a few already. And it was the flux. That was the first idiotic clue that I found. And here's more flux. Yep. And see that bubbling on that plastic sticker? That means somebody's tried to heat it up because they thought, let's just melt this chip up and see if it'll bring my backlight back. Let's just melt everything. Yeah, poor little sticker. That's a little liquid indicator sticker. He didn't deserve that. I don't know why you had to kill him for. Oh, the suspense. Here we go. This is the LCD connector. When an LCD connector comes from the Apple store, directly from the Apple factory, it doesn't look like this. In fact, that point there should be gold, but it's not. How do I know? Because here's his friend. He should look exactly like him. But he got killed. Killed with solder. Somebody's put solder on here, and guess what they've done? Ugh. Somebody's used a soldering iron here. How do I know? See this plastic stuff here? That shouldn't be melted. It should be brand new. See how the LCD connector isn't even fully in properly? It should be in like that all the time. It should clip in like that, but it's not. So something's wrong here. Somebody's tried to fix it. Let's have a look. Let's see what the tandoori oven has done. Ugh. Let's inspect this connector. Well, the connector looks okay. It's got a bit of flux on it, but it still works probably. So that's not our problem. But we'll clean it anyway. I think I know what the problem is. If you think that the problem is right in front of us, then you would be correct. I think that it's this cable. I think whoever fixed it left it in the tandoori oven for too long. Okay, let's start with this pin. Not good, not good, not good, definitely not good, not good, not good, not good, no, no, that one's on, and that one's funny enough, oh no, that's not on, no, oh, that broke, oops, so did that one. Oh, look at all these broken. Oh, look at that. That's not even there. That's not even on. So if you send your computers to India and you've got a backlight issue, they're just going to move it back for you. They'll just move it back a little bit and hope it works. And then when it doesn't work, we'll just send it to Australia. We'll send it to that guy in Australia. That's not good at all. Look at that. It's like a 4-year-old's tooth. Right before it's getting wiggly, and then you connect a piece of string up to it, and then hook it to the door and then slam it. Door closed. What I can tell you is that if this went to most other places, they would not know how to repair this. Luckily, I can repair this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some Kapton tape, which is that stuff there, and we're going to start covering parts of this board that we don't want to fry. Why? Because I'm not taking this board out. It's a lot of work to take this board out, and it's just a backlight issue as far as I'm aware. And that's what the customers told me. It's funny because some customers will say, oh, the part only costs $3 or $4, and why are you ripping me off for? And really, those are the customers that you don't want. Anyone that's like that, who doesn't value your time, your effort, you can basically just not have them around in your life, in your business, because I'm here to make people happy, and I don't want to rip nobody off. I want people to get the best quality service that I could possibly provide them, and it comes at a cost. Okay. So let's turn this around for the camera so you can get a better view on what's going on. Okay. So we're literally going to burn this off. And yep, I don't know. So if you just heard a massive explosion, my table just exploded in its glass. So I'm going to have to come back to this. So there's going to be a 2.0 on this video, but my table had just exploded, and I'll show you a picture right now. So we're going to end the stream.